Hello everyone, welcome to Informatica Data Quality videos. In current session, we are going to learn about Informatica Data Quality Dimensions. So we will understand what are the dimensions we have and where it will be useful to mitigate the data quality issues. So here are the couple of dimensions we are going to estimate how the issues will be. Based on these dimensions, we can showcase with the business that these kind of issues we have and we need to mitigate these issues. So it's a kind of a categorization of issues under which category the current issue will follow. So how to fix that? So that kind of discussion will be continued with the help of distinguishing all the issues. So these are the things I will go one by one with an example so that we can clearly understand how the dimension works and how we can represent the dimension while we are exposing the issues with business. So very first one is completeness. We all know that we will be looking for mandatory fields from the source data object, and if any mandatory field is missing, then we will be saying completeness is failed on the source data object. So it indicates we will be looking for mandatory fields to be filled in. If we are not getting the data in mandatory fields, or if we are having any dependency in the calculation on any field which are not having the value in it. So such kind of circumstances we will be validating the data in such a way that we will be showcasing that issue as completeness failed. So the completeness dimension will let us know whether the mandatory field got data or not. So in simple words, whether the data is missing or unusable. So if we get empty string or spaces or any sort of thing which will not be useful, so we will be looking forward to it, and if we miss anything, then we will be calling as completeness check failed. So the dimension we will be representing as completeness for null check. So for null check, we are going to represent the dimension as completeness. Another dimension we have is conformity. So conformity dimension refers to format. So any format validation we will be calling as conformity verification. Like for example, email is a field which we are looking forward that it should have @ and dots to maintain domain as a mandatory. So the format should be like abc@abc.com. So if any other formats we are getting, then we will be calling it as an invalid email format. So in this conformity dimension, we will look for format, whether it is a standard format or not. And you can also have an example of date. So date field, if you are referring for a US country, and you should be maintaining DDMMYYY. So that is a main factor we will be looking at conformity check. Another dimension we have is, third one is consistency. So this consistency talks about whether data value which we are getting from source is reflecting in all the places correctly or not, or any conflicts happening. So I will take an example on this, like consistency, like for example, customer is in business, so customer, one of the customer XYZ is doing the business, and he is having business units like accounts and sales. So we are getting data from source like customer names and along with their business units, which business unit he belongs to. And when we are getting the reference table of business unit names from the business, right? So there is no sales department exists. That means sales is there for the customer as a business unit, but the organization business unit list doesn't have sales, so they are representing in other format of naming convention, so which leads to conflicting information. That means whenever we get the customer data and business unit we have seen as sales, and it should be present in the list of organization business units, otherwise there is, so consistency will miss when we are maintaining the information. So another dimension we have is duplicate dimension. So this duplicate dimension is the one which looks for redundant information. So we all know that most of the customers data will be duplicated if we are maintaining multiple source systems. So if you maintain multiple source system at the front, then there is more chances to have getting duplicate information. So we will look forward for the redundant information in the source, and when we are doing master data or loading into data warehouse, we will look forward for the duplicate entries, and those duplicate entries we will be figuring out which one is a master record, and we will be maintaining the master data in the target. So we will be eliminating all the redundant information. So that kind of validation we will be showcasing as a duplicate dimension. So if we get any duplicate records, then we will say like duplicate dimension got failed due to redundant information from source. So that's how we are going to represent. So another one is integrity check. So this integrity check refers to that any of the value we are getting from the source that should be referenced. So I will take an example that, so as I said, there is a customer and along with the business unit exists or department exists. Like customer is belongs to sales department and another customer is belongs to accounts department. So when I go for information which is referenced by my business, there is no such kind of department exists at all. That means business is not into it. Business is not into sales, for example. So we should not have such a false referenced information. Any sort of thing should be referenced. So that is one of the example for integrity. So another dimension we will be showcasing our issues with accuracy. Accuracy information refers to it should be a realistic value. So we will be looking for a realistic value. If you are saying your date of birth is 2020, which is not realistic, which is out of date, and employee start date is 1999 and end date is 1997, which is false. So we will look for such kind of accuracy. It should represent correct information. Another example of accuracy is in real-time Informatica data quality projects, we will be looking for address validation. So with the help of address doctor, we will be looking forward that whether customer address is reachable or not. If it is not reachable, then we will say that accuracy failed. That means we can't able to reach to that customer address. That means it's not a real-time object. So for example, I will give you with the example of address. Somebody says like address line 1 is 123 and city is ABC, state is something else. From the drop down they have selected country is US, which is not going to, which we can't able to send, or which we cannot reach to such kind of addresses. That itself indicates it's not a real-time object, it's not exist. So such kind of validations we will be doing with respective to accuracy. So we will look for whether it is real object or not, real world object or not. So accuracy refers to lot, like we can say address, and we can also say phone number, we can also say email. If we can able to reach to that email, then it's a valid email. If we can reach to the mobile number, then it's a valid mobile number. So that kind of accuracy we will be doing as part of data quality projects. So these are the dimensions we are going to follow to distinguish the issues. So what are all the things I said from the beginning, like when I started with the completeness, all are data related issues. So we can list out all the things in Excel sheet and we can send out, but it will be very easy to business to understand in which scenario they are failing it, whether they are failing at completeness, or whether they are failing at formatting wise, or whether they are failing at incorrect information maintenance. So if we maintain all such kind of distinguishing all the issues, it will be very helpful for business to mitigate or fix the issues. So this kind of exercise we will be calling as data remediation in the projects. So it will be helpful for business to remediate their data issues in the source. So that is the main thing we will be looking forward. So that is about the data quality dimension Informatica, and we will be following the same in the project. Here is a real-time example which display overview of a rule. So here I will go with the with these two rules to explain the data quality dimensions. So for example, if we have email address, then let's say if we get the email address from a source and we want to implement the rule, so what kind of criteria we need to follow? So here is the rule description, says we need to finalize the status of this rule, saying whether it is a valid or invalid. So while we are doing this process, we should be in a position to distinguish all the data quality dimensions like completeness, conformity, accuracy, which we have seen earlier. So here DQD completeness talks about whether it is blank or not, and conformity talks about should not contain special characters, and conformity, it's a special characters thing, and accuracy talks about whether we can able to reach to that email or not. So based on the source input or based on the input field, we should be in a position to describe the rule, how it should work. And second important thing is we need to distinguish under which data quality dimension it will come. So when we are showing progress with the business, so we will be showcasing like this overall email summary, and when it comes to data quality dimension level, how the rule is progressing. Completeness, how many pass, how many fail. Conformity, how many pass, how many fail. And DQD accuracy tell whether how many emails will reachable or reachable in the source. So that is how we are going to represent with the business. And just taking to another example, we will be seeing a regular thing, organization name, which is our customer name. So when we get the organization name field from input, so we should be in a position to again go with the description, what all the things we need to perform as part of a validation of our organization name. So we will be describing, we should check null or not, we should be verifying it should not have any special characters or numbers, and organization name should be unique. And if we have any organization list exists, then we will be looking up into that list to finalize whether the reference whether this organization name is available or not. So this is the rule description we will be designing as part of rule design. And once we have done, when it comes to development activity, we should be in a position to tell the summary, and then we need to divide the complete rule into dimension level, so that we can say like completeness, how many organizations are came without nulls, how many organizations are not having any only special characters and numbers, how many organization names are coming as unique, and how many organizations are really exist. So that kind of approach we are going to follow. In order to perform this activity, we should be in a position to understand what are all the data quality dimensions available in the data quality field, and we should be distinguished in such a way that we will be representing the results in data quality dimension format, so that it will be very easy to business to for data remediation process. They can concentrate on under which dimension they are lacking, in which dimension they are lacking. So that important thing business will expect from the data quality developer. So we should be in a position to developing the rules in this format, so that it will fetch the business more, and it will help a lot to the business to remediate the issue data, so that they will maintain purified data in the organization level. So this is about the example of data quality dimension which we are using in the real time. So I hope this will clear about the data quality dimensions. Thank you.